Okay, because we're having issues getting onto this link, I'm just going to record it right now. So I will do, each day I'll do a step. Okay. So step one is location. I'm going to play this, what he's talking about, and then I'll stop it in between and discuss it.
One, finding the right location. So basically my process for this, mostly what I'm looking for is good lighting and good leading lines, good composition. So I'm going to be looking around, looking through my camera and find a spot where I think we have a dynamic shot that can show some depth, show some leading lines, and that has some good lighting.
Okay, so he talks about here. You want to find a spot that has good lighting, so natural lighting. You want to make sure that it has some depth. So foreground, middle ground, background. So you can write about that.
Looking, I see I got some cool brick. We got some good windows. So one thing when I'm going to be doing this interview is I want separation from the back wall. That's going to help me create some depth.
Okay, separation from the back wall. So you don't want to make, when you're interviewing someone, you want to make sure that they're not right up against the wall. Maybe, let's see, 6 feet, 3 feet.
I'm not going to ever want to plaster him right up against a wall. I'm going to see how it looks. This spot looks good. It looks clean. So this is a potential option. Let's keep looking around. Some good leading lines going down this way. So James, let's put you right here.
So one thing I would recommend is look up the term leading lines in film. Okay.
I'm going to see what it would look like having, okay, so I really like the look of this because we have these pillars here. Come a little bit farther this way so I can get more of that first pillar. Okay, so I'm rolling. As you can see, we have a lot of depth. We have these pillars to the left. They give us some good depth. We have all these windows to the right giving it good depth. And so right now I'm thinking this is probably going to be the spot I end up using because it is so pretty. But we'll keep looking real quick. This is also a good leading line spot. We'll just use Brendo here as our man. Roll some of that for you too. Okay, good. But I'm gonna go ahead and say that I like this spot where we can see the pillars. So yeah, that's gonna be the spot we choose. That's spot number 2. And we'll now set up all the gear. So I'm sticking a Manfrotto plate on the bottom of my Rhino slider here. And now we're gonna mount it.
So we'll talk about gear later, but right now I'm just gonna fast forward it a little bit. And then he's talking a little bit about camera height, close to eye line. I don't need to go into that right now.
Garbage in the background.
So one thing he talks about here is then the other thing about location is you want to make sure that you have everything cleaned up.
We have a lot of our guys' gears back there. So one thing I talk about is it's not only what's in your frame, but it's also what's not in your frame. So check for things that distract, take away from the subject, which is our guy talking here. So let's go ahead and now and remove anything that's in the frame that we don't want in there. So I got this camera rolling to show you what I'm looking at here.
Okay, so here again, your leading lines are the pillars, okay? You have good lighting, and then they've cleaned up the whole background, all right? So this is slide number 1, location. So I need you to explain your location that you choose needs to have depth, okay? What a leading line is. Lighting, make sure you have a good location, like with lighting. And then also I would include noise. Make sure that you don't have a lot of noise. We've talked about that in class. And then also you want to, make sure everything is cleaned up. It looks good. Depth, lighting, leading lines when you choose your location. Let's see if he says anything else.
I'm trying to get, my framing the way I like it, both.
And now after this, he's going to move into framing and composition. That'll be tomorrow. Okay. Hopefully that helps.